Hey guys, Kenya here, and I'm back with another video, and it is December, it's Christmas time. Usually I'm not this type of person, I am not a festive person, but this year I don't know what happened. I'm just all about Christmas, hence my mini Christmas tree back here. So today we're gonna do something a little bit different. I say that every video, but today we're doing our November favorites, and the reason I say that it's a little bit different is because I usually just do my favorites and then I move on. I decided that I am going to change this, so it's going to be my November favorites and the things that I don't like. So let's see, November favorites, and what do you want to call them? We're gonna name this November Faves and Fails, and we'll do that going forward just in case there's anything that I didn't like during the month. So let's just get started. First up, for all of you girls and guys who love anything to do with lashes, sometimes I have a lot of trouble getting my lashes on, especially because a lot of the lashes that I get, they come on that sort of like thing already where it's already curved. Here, let me show you what I'm talking about. So here are, you know, one of my favorites in the Sephora collection. If you see this like thing here, if you can see that up close, it comes on this thing that's curved to keep the lashes like in shape. But sometimes, and a lot of times, that curve is a little too curved for my eye shape, so I have a hard time putting them on. So I used to use these tweezers. That's just to sort of keep it straight, just because it had like a sort of a straight edge. So I've been looking for lash tweezers forever. Like, ask any of my friends that I talk about makeup with. I've been looking and searching, and I could never find any in store. And like, you'd think that this is something that Sephora would have, but they never had it. And I don't know, like, there's an Ulta near me. I just never get over there. I don't know. As soon as I get off the train, I come straight home. So, but I finally found them. These are the Japanese tweezers, and as soon as I take off the barrier, you can see that they are lash tweezers that are made to hold the whole lash, straight or curved, whichever way you want it to make it easier for application. And it honestly also helps when you're sort of doing this to blend your own lashes with the actual lashes and to sort of attach them. So that's my first favorite for November. Moving on, it's already dirty, and this is the only like bad thing I can say about this palette. I'm so late. This is the Modern Renaissance palette, obviously. You've seen me do it in a few of my looks already. I love all of these colors. I'm sure you guys have seen them swatched already, but if you want, I can definitely do a video swatching them. The reason I didn't buy this palette is because I didn't think it was something I would use. Especially because I don't tend to do pinks or reds on my eye, which of course I'm wearing pink when I say that today, but I tend to be more in the purple family, but I've decided to branch out a little bit. I saw this in store a while ago. I decided to swatch a few on my hands. Actually, the colors that I love the most in this palette aren't even the reds. It's really the transition colors, or the transition colors that I think are perfect for me, which is Raw Sienna, Burnt Orange, and Railgar, and Warm Taupe also. So these four, 2, 3, 4, and even Cypress Umber up here. Like, I love the browns in this palette. I think they're very women of color friendly. Obviously they're friendly to anyone who isn't a woman of color, because you know, you don't need that much to darken your crease with them. Believe the hype, it's a pretty good palette, I'm not gonna lie. And honestly, it totally worked. That's my cat excuse me. And honestly, it really just worked out that I got it now anyways, because it's just in time for the holidays, and why not do a berry or a red shadow look for the holidays, which I definitely did do, so make sure you go see it. So next up, we're gonna talk about a recent purchase from Lime Crime. I had been really staying away from Lime Crime products. I forgot, there was something I read that didn't really sit well with me, but I could not resist getting these Diamond Crushers lipstick, lip gloss, whatever you want to call it. It's so pretty, you guys. Please go look. When I actually did this look, I already took it off, but when I did this look, I did it with the whole Diamond Crushers pink, this pink one. It's called Strip. I actually did it with this, and showing it to you here just doesn't do it justice. Please go look at the look that I did if it's up already. It kind of reminds me of my Dose of Colors Wild Child, which I have right here for comparison. They're very close in color, except that this one isn't sparkly at all. And honestly, when this goes on, it goes on like not that much of a hot pink. It kind of goes on like more of a purplish tone on my skin tone. But this one is definitely a hot pink. It's definitely Barbie all the way, and I love it. Definitely check out what that looks like when I upload this look if I haven't already. Next up, I have some skincare items. I've already mentioned these before in I think it was the last video I uploaded, which was the Sunday Riley Good Genes products. I really have a whole review on both of these products already, so you guys should definitely check that out. But the short of it is, I really like both of these. I think I definitely like this Good Genes product more. The Luna oil is okay, but sometimes it feels a little strong for my skin, so I definitely have to use it sparingly. But Good Genes has definitely done me well, I believe. For the most part, I haven't gotten any huge breakouts like I usually do on my cheek area that leaves those acne scars. And it's done a little bit to change the texture of my skin, which I could definitely appreciate. The only bad thing about it is that it might not be ideal for oily skin. Next up is some more skincare. This is my moisturizer that I'm using now, and it's called Belif. I don't even know how to say that, Belif. And this is a gel moisturizer, and when I went into Sephora, usually I don't like ask the attendants anything, but this time, you know, I just needed some guidance, especially since I wasn't that big into skincare to begin with. So apparently gel moisturizers are really good for oily skin. So I decided to purchase this, and honestly I love it. It's very light, it's very hydrating. If I didn't use the Good Genes, I don't think I would have an oily appearance. It's also cooling because it, you know, it's this sort of gel looking consistency, but it's definitely still a lotion. It's not like a straight gel. It doesn't really have a smell, so that's all good. It's still late here because I just got the Cover FX drops. I purchased the one in Sunlight just because they didn't have the next one, which I don't remember was Candlelight maybe. They didn't have that one at Sephora when I went. And this was all of the stuff that I bought at like the Sephora sale. This is very pigmented, and I definitely do think that I need Candlelight, which is the next one. But look at that. So that's like not rubbed out. So that's the highlighter sort of blended out, which kind of looks like champagne pop a little bit, but I definitely need a darker version. But I have used this like once or twice mixed into my foundation, and it looks amazing. So, or actually the tinted moisturizer, but it looks so amazing. So if you're just sort of going for a really quick, let me get out the door, luminous look, I would definitely suggest these Cover FX drops. So now for my fails. There are a few things that I purchased that either I don't know how I really feel about them yet, or I just straight up didn't like them. I just straight up didn't like them for like what I wanted to use it for. So we'll start with one that's probably an unpopular opinion. Now, I think I mentioned before that I really liked using the Hourglass foundation stick to do some quick looks and bring it with me when I'm traveling. And I really think that that's kind of all it's good for. And while it is still a travel essential, that isn't what I necessarily bought it for. This is what it looks like. I really just bought this as a foundation replacement, something to use in my overall foundation routine. That really isn't what it's been for me. I was very excited when I bought this just because it looks so nice when you put it on, but at the end of the day it wipes off and it looks like it just doesn't stay on your skin well. I've used my Becca primer with it, I've used my Makeup Forever primer with it. It just doesn't stay well on the skin, and maybe it's because I'm oily, maybe if you have drier skin it'll stay better, but I mean honestly I could go like that and I'll just have like a whole streak. Like it doesn't stick well to the skin. So honestly, this is just something that I use like when I'm on the go, when I'm rushing, when I'm going to the store, or like honestly like, or like when I go to the gym at lunch during the day and I just have to put something on quickly. And I'm really sad to say that, especially because this one was kind of pricey. And because I didn't like this one, I ended up not buying the ABH one, which I was very excited for it to come out. And I actually ended up buying this because although the ABH one was supposed to be out at the end of September, like I didn't see it in Sephora until like damn near the end of October because they took so long to put the display out. So I just ended up buying this just because I got tired of waiting and I wanted to try a foundation stick. So unfortunately that product just didn't work out for me. Next I have the MAC Lightful C tinted moisturizer. I bought this a little while ago, probably during the summer, and I've used it a few times just sort of on the go, the same way I would use my tinted moisturizer, which is actually what I wear right now until this tan fades. This is in the color Dark Deep. I don't know what it is about this. I don't know if it's the formula. I hate it. I don't know what to say that I don't like about it, but it is not my favorite. The whole bottle is full right here. I should have returned it, but I think I waited too long just because I was deciding if I actually liked it or not. I don't. That's it. That's all there is to say about it. Next is the Lancome Nude Miracle. I buy all of these foundations and then I like go on to something new and then they just say it. The Lancome Nude Miracle is a foundation that I bought and absolutely loved when I first got it. But A, my applicator is all types of messed up, and B, yeah, like it barely picks up like a squirt, like a drop. So I just kind of had to like rub this on my hand. And B, this foundation transfers like no other, like nobody's business. Like this foundation, the reason I loved it so much is because it kind of feels like it has like a primer already in it. Like when you put it on, it just kind of like smooths out everything. It's a liquid to powder foundation, so I guess that's what it's supposed to feel like, but like, so that's what it looks like on my hand. Obviously that's the highlighter, so it's next to right here. It feels so velvety smooth, but when I tell you, if I take a clean finger and touch this and like put it on a piece of paper, like it came off. It's gonna come off. If it's liquid to powder and then you put another powder on that and still at the end of the day it's transferring, it just didn't do what I wanted it to do. And I use this just sparingly, like same thing when I'm in a rush, but it's not my favorite. I will not buy that again. So last but not least, usually I do some faves that are not makeup related. So I have a few. Now this one is definitely not a November fave, but just a fave in general. Because it's time for me to start it all up again, I am putting a planner as one of my favorites for November. Now I usually use the Happy Planner. I'm going to show you mine, but it's like super crazy looking because I've had it for a year and it's very beat up. Over a year actually. It's very beat up. I use this planner all the time to plan out my social calendar, to plan, you know, the things that I need to do for the month, to remember birthdays, to plan out YouTube videos. I mean, this was a crazy week obviously for me, and I just love decorating this, so it's really something that I enjoy doing, and I'm definitely gonna do a video on how I use my planner and how I decorate it and everything. I used to use the Erin Condren planner, but that one's kind of pricey, so this one's definitely more widely available in stores. So I'm really excited about this. I hope you guys are if you're a stationery person like me. I love stationery. So really that's the end of my November faves and fails. I hope you guys have enjoyed or disliked anything that I've shown you here today. Hopefully I helped one of your decisions on whether you want to buy any of these products or not. So I'll definitely see you guys in my December faves and fails. Thank you guys for watching.